team. Level 1 is clear. Copy that, Echo. Proceed with caution. 10-4.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Patwant from the Unbox with Singhs. I'm bringing you a little bit of a different type of video today with a different setting. You may have seen this setting in a different podcast called Bardesi Beats Unplugged, and I thought, you know what, today, because I can't keep waiting. I'm so excited. I want to get these cool new things that I have unboxed for you all. So today we're bringing the unboxing of the Apple iPhone 13 mini and the Apple iPad mini 6th generation. So here they are. I have both devices here. As you can see, here's the iPhone, and I brought the iPhone in a very beautiful color that I was waiting for such a long time, and they just wouldn't do this color correctly since the XR. But I saw it in the Apple store and it's back. It's the red color. Obviously, as I mentioned, I have the iPad mini 6. I also brought with it the 2nd generation Apple Pencil, because if you've seen any of my previous videos or our previous videos, here it is. I have the iPad mini 5, the 5th gen, with the 1st gen Apple Pencil with a cool case and skin on there. Also with the iPhone, I got the leather iPhone wallet, which is in the new midnight color, and I have the clear Apple MagSafe case, but I also picked up a third-party Spigen clear case, which is their ultra hybrid, and it's the MagSafe. But these series of cases, they come with different color MagSafe, because this one's white, which you'll see later in the video. So what I'll do is I'll start with the iPhone 13 mini, which is probably my favoriteest device without even having used it, simply because I loved last year's iPhone 12 mini. Having these big phones for the last little while have been a little too big. The 12 series was okay, which means the 13 is probably okay, which means the 13 Pro is okay. However, the 13 Pro's weight, the 12 Pro's weight, when I checked, it was a little bit higher than what I'm comfortable with. However, using the S21 Ultra for the last while, it's probably, you know, accumulated me or acclimatized my sort of hand for that weight, so I might try that one out later. But right now we got the 13 mini. Let's unbox this guy. So you'll see the 13 mini this year does not have any plastic on the box. Instead, I mean, I pulled out my trusty unboxing knife here, but instead, just like the Pixel series for the 4 and the 5, there's these little pull tabs. So this is going to be a very exciting moment for me. I'm going to pull these off, and all right, let's see what we got in the box. Oh my goodness. This is a very, very beautiful color. Such a beautiful color. Let me show you guys this color. This red color is probably the most beautiful red I've seen in such a long time. This red was last seen on the 8 series, the XR series. After that, they started brightening up the red to whereas last year when I had the iPhone, when I was looking for the iPhone 12 mini, I bought the blue one. But I looked at the red, I wanted the red. It was absolutely tomato color. Instead, this red, as you can see here, such a beautiful color. So as you can see in the packaging here, I'll be right back. Okay, that's what happens when you have a kid. You have a little baby. You can see in the packaging here, there's not a heck of a lot. I'm not even going to open it. You have the USB-C to lightning cable. It's USB-C on one end, simply because, there, I'll show you, simply because the power bricks now are USB-C on their end. So there's that, right? And then you have nothing much in here except a little bit of paperwork. You have a white sticker, which is now on paper, not on plastic. And yeah, that's about it. A couple of other pieces of paper in there saying a few things here and there. So other than that, really, at the end of the day, we just sort of have the phone, right? And the phone's the most important thing. This color is fingerprinty. Now, I will put a case on it, obviously. I have a clear case. First thing I'm going to drop on this after I turn it on is a screen protector. Wow, at first glance, this guy is very beautiful. You can already kind of see the smaller notch. It's hard to tell in the lighting right now, but this is a beautiful color. This is a red. that I was waiting to see. However, on the camera notch, it's not quite that in certain lighting, but it's more matte. But here it is turning on. Once it turns on, you guys will be able to see the notch. The notch is a very beautiful size this time. And then the earpiece has moved a little bit higher up. So there you go, saying hello to me. But such a beautiful color. Such a gorgeous color. So what I'll do is for now I'll set this aside. I'm not going to set it up for this video, just for the purpose of seeing some of the accessories and how they look. Here it is, the very illustrious iPhone 13 mini clear case with the MagSafe on there, and this guy is also something that comes with a pull tab. We'll pull that off, and I'll pull this open and I will show you guys this guy. And it's very nice upon first glance. Like, it's a very, it's a soft material, but it's also hard material at the same time. I already got fingerprints on it, so you can see it's a little bit squishy and a little bit not squishy at the same time. So that's a very beautiful case. I feel like, fingerprints aside here, because there are fingerprints all over these right now. I didn't get to give them a little wipe down, but you can see how beautiful this looks in the case. Like, you can totally see the red color of the phone, and that white contrasts nicely with the red color, so I don't mind it. Looks like I have this third-party battery pack, and that clicks on beautifully, and it's being held on. I used to use this on my 12 mini, but the battery life is quite a bit improved on this guy this year too. You can already see it's getting quite fingerprinty and a little smudgy there, so yeah, it is what it is. You can see the fingerprints kind of on there now. One of the biggest gripes I have with cases is the bottoms, okay? So the bottoms of the cases, they will often have this very sharp bottom ridge, and when it touches your pinky, like when you're using the phone and it's resting on your pinky, it kind of stabs your skin. I did mention at the beginning of the unboxing that we have another case, but we have this beautiful concept by Spigen, and they have a case, and I want to show this next to this Apple one, because what Spigen did is they actually made an almost very similar case, as you can see, and they have a little bit of stickers on there, a little bit of film to protect the case, which I'll rip off. And if you rip off too fast, I'll tell you right now, they don't come off too easily. They also have a MagSafe magnet on the device, and in this instance it is actually black. So a black MagSafe sort of ring, and you can decide when you're ordering this, you can choose the color that you want for the ring. There's black, there's white, and I think there's a couple other colors. Just to showcase, this is not smudging as easily as the Apple one, and generally speaking, this is a tiny bit thicker. The Spigen one is a tiny bit thicker, as you can see. The camera bump is definitely thicker. So one thing I'm going to do real quick is, I showed you guys the iPhone in the Apple case. I'll show it to you in the Spigen one. The other thing with the Spigen one here is that, yes, it's MagSafe, so it has the magnets on there, but it is covered at the bottom. The bottom is completely covered. There are no openings at the bottom. It feels a little gummy, for lack of better terms. So this case is hard on the back and sort of soft on the bumper parts. So this is the Ultra Hybrid Mag case, they call it. Do the magnets stick good enough? The magnets also stick nicely on this as well. We also have the iPhone leather wallet, which we will open at this very moment, and I'll open up right away. Another pull tab, and then after that you just literally slide this guy out. So this one just requires a little bit of a pull. You just got to muscle your way in. Last year I had a problem with the Apple leather case boxes, because you really got to pull them. There's a way. So here it is, and I was kind of not a fan of the wallets last year because they seemed to be quite slippery and they would come out and things like that. But my buddy has one, actually MH Photography, he's the one who has one, and so I've tried his a bunch of times and I don't mind it. But this year the cool thing they've done, and this is the midnight color, which isn't really, it's black with a little drop of blue in there, okay? So you can kind of see the blue. But what they did with this is they created a feature where if this comes off, the location that it was detached from your phone from will be saved, okay? So that way if you lose it, you can go and look for it and you'll know where it was sort of detached last. So you can see here on the iPhone 13 mini, these wallets, the leather MagSafe wallets, they attach nicely and they're almost flush with the whole case. Now because this is a Spigen case, it seems like it's a little bit recessed from the edge because the Spigen case is a little bit more bumpier. But having said that, let's try it now with the Apple case. Okay, make sure my screen is locked. Take the Spigen one off. Again, the Spigen case covers the bottom of the iPhone. So let's take this off. Apple one coming on right now. There you go, there's the Apple branded one. Let's attach this to it. And there you go, you hear that sound again. And a similar idea is, I feel like this is just a smidge thinner than the Spigen one, but the Spigen one gives you a little bit of protection at the bottom, whereas the Apple one doesn't. And this is sort of how it looks with the wallet. Now, I don't know if I love the midnight color with the red, maybe something that pops more, but it is very subtle. And I guess this is a little bit more, you know, about usability. So the bottom of it does sort of slip a little bit. But the other thing is, if you look at the position of the top of the wallet with the ridge of the case, it doesn't move too easily. Like it's not bad. It's on there, but I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels nice in the hand. So there it is, the iPhone 13 mini with the Apple clear MagSafe case with the MagSafe wallet in midnight. So there it is right there. What I'll do is I'll set this guy aside. All right, so now let's move over to the iPad mini 6. Well, I was waiting for this forever. This is finally one that has sort of the design aesthetic of all the other iPads except for the base model iPad. It's finally moved to USB-C, and but it does not have Thunderbolt capabilities. The version I picked up was the 64 gig because my iPad mini is a 64 gig. So I picked this up in a 64 gig Wi-Fi and cellular because I like the 5G connectivity, which by the way it has 5G. So let's do an unboxing of this guy. Right now you'll see this has the plastic with the pull tabs on it. So I'm just gonna pull that off and then we'll just get this guy sort of unboxed, I guess, because that's what this is. It's an unboxing. Oh man, this is for real, this is what I'm excited about. So the iPad mini 6, well the iPad mini 5 and the other iPad minis have had sort of the same design language since roughly 2012. So it's been almost 10 years, arguably 9 years, because they moved the volume rockers to the side in one of the iterations. So you can see here I got the 64 gig iPad 6th generation Wi-Fi and cellular. Let's quickly unbox this. A lot of people don't know, but this says mini if you look at it nicely. All right, so let's open this guy up. Classic Apple box, taking its time to sort of open up. Okay, so I'll open this guy up like this. First of all, here's the iPad. Oh, that is nice. One thing I'm afraid of is it might be too small, because I was also eyeing down the iPad Pro 11-inch M1. You saw us do the unboxing of the bigger M1 iPad Pro, and so I was very curious about this one. The whole team has it except for me. I had the 10.5-inch iPad Pro from 2017, gave that to my mom. So anyways, in the box, 20-watt Apple charger. They don't include these with iPhones anymore, which is a shame. They should. Why not, man? Come on. And then you have the USB-C to USB-C cable. There's nothing under here in the packaging. You can't take, well, you can take this out if you pry it out, but it's a pain in the butt. Over here in the packaging, you have nothing much, just some documentation stating some new features. It shows you, where the SIM ejector tool works, which, does it come with one? I mean, yes, it does. There it is right there. So there's a SIM ejector tool. And the only other thing I ever look for in these are stickers. And did we get stickers? Tell me we got stickers. Oh no, are they still in here? Oh man, I got trolled by Apple. They're still in here. So there's the stickers. They're actually the last thing now. Usually they're like the second or third thing in the documentation, but okay, sure. They're there. I like to put these stickers on like other sort of computers, like Chromebooks or something. Another new feature this year is this paper packaging. This is paper, environmentally friendly. Wait. They did a lot of environmentally friendly stuff, but they included a charging brick. Okay, check that out. It's kind of like wax paper. But this is my space gray model, which I didn't really save, but space gray iPad mini. A little bit of dust in there already, eh? Like that paper, I guess, creates some dust. So you can see here there's a spot for the Apple Pencil 2, and it is very small, like it fits in one hand. Space gray, one camera, which is a 12 megapixel. The front is in ultra wide. Kind of looks smudged up. I don't know why. Maybe it's the paper. Almost looks like this was a used unit. Where's my microfiber cloth here? I think that paper, that wax paper, because it literally should, and there's some like, just a little bit of dust on here, I guess. It could be from the paper, it could be from the shipping. I'm hoping it's nothing too intense. Okay, at the top, we will see that there is a Touch ID button as well as the volume rockers, which shift. So when you're holding it like this, it's volume up, I guess. We'll find out, but I'm assuming it's volume up on this side, low on that side. When you're holding it in this mode, in sort of landscape mode, this becomes volume up. And when you're holding it upside down, I guess, or this way, this landscape way where the buttons are on the right side, then this becomes volume up. So the software really tells you. All right, let's power this bad boy up. And let's take a look at the magic. I'm so excited. Like, I'm so stoked for these two devices. I'm really hoping I like the iPad mini, otherwise I'll get the 11-inch Pro M1. Now this is the A15 Bionic in this iPad mini, but as you can see, it's nice, sleek, small little tablet. You know, having said that, let's go into the second gen Apple Pencil, which is the only thing missing to sort of complete this iPad, because as of the iPad Mini 5 mini series was able to use the Apple Pencil. As I showed you guys earlier, I have my iPad Mini 5, the 5th gen here, which is in an interesting case, but it has the Apple Pencil Generation 1 that works with it, which I like using with it. It's nice and small, works, nice little bundle together. So let's pull this Apple Pencil out, and we will see that it's right here in the bottom of the package. I mean, the other box for the Apple Pencil Gen 1, they come with a lot of other stuff. This is just some paperwork saying we now own your soul. So thanks, Apple, for taking care of my soul for me. I don't have to worry about it. So here it is in some protective plastic. Throw that back in the box, and then just literally rolls over and slaps right against the iPad, charging it up right away and sort of creating this beautiful duo, like a dynamic duo. And now if you look right here, it does sort of hang off the edges, like the pencil is a smidge wider, if you can see that. It's a smidge wider than the iPad, but when you put it down, it still lays flush, and it attaches right to the side. You'll see here with the iPad that the pencil is almost the full length of the side of the iPad, which is why they had to move the volume rockers from the side to the top. So interesting design choice all around. We have the Apple iPad Mini 6 and the Apple iPhone 13 mini, and both these devices I'm excited to use. Both these devices were so hyped up. So there you go, everybody, the unboxings of the iPhone 13 mini in the product red. I got a 512 gig. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I like to have the storage. So 512 gig iPhone 13 mini. Tiny little guy, tiny. Also, as well as that, you guys just saw our wonderful iPad Mini 6 unboxing. So both mini devices, so I would call this a mini unboxing. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, share, and comment below your thoughts on the video. We will do a review of these as well as a review of many other devices coming up here for you. Always stay in tune with the Unbox with Singhs. We always try to bring you the latest and greatest devices, and we're excited for the ones that are coming next from Google. Peace.